terrorism. They have attacked our water infrastructure and have tried to occupy water sources and many dams in Al-Anbar province, in Diyala province, in Kirkuk area, the Mosul Dam.
Building of the dams have resulted in the elimination of the flood cycle, which was for 7,000, 8,000 years of agriculture in the region, has been the healing force of nature. Every spring we have the flood coming in, it takes away the salt, it deposits a new layer of silt and clay, renewing the vitality of farmlands. The dams per se are not the danger. The danger is the increasing area that's being cultivated and the utilization of the Sumerian method of irrigation.
Other problems are related to the absence of regional cooperation in our region. We do not have, like other nations around the world, water commissions like Rhine, Danube, Mekong, or Senegal River, or other rivers in Africa around Nile, or in Latin America, or Ganges, etc.
The fact that water is too low on the political agenda, it's dropping lower and lower because the region is challenged by so many other conflicts, by insecurity, instability, war. Water is dropping further and further down the agenda and being overlooked, where it's actually of core importance to the future of the region.
The issue of water is not being addressed in the urgency that it needs. Add on top of that the issue of climate change. We don't know what the effect of climate change is going to be on the region. We live in an arid region. At least Iraq is a desert region. And you know, the reason why agriculture is developed in southern Iraq is because we have the Tigris and Euphrates providing water. The solution is obvious. The solution is increased efficiency of water usage, the moving from flood irrigation to drip irrigation, and more efficient use of the water. That, of course, costs money. The farmers in the region are very poor. They're unable to do this mechanization, do this modernization of irrigation on their own. That requires support from the governments of the region, maybe from outside sources.
Energy can be part of the solution. And for example, because of the water itself is not enough to be shared in an equitable way or in terms of meeting the actual demand or the standard that's set by the international community. Some of this lack of water quantities can be met by integrating water and energy in the region. Some of the examples, for example, is the solar and wind energy that can be utilized probably to generate or desalinate the brackish water, which is the whole region actually is rich in brackish water. And there is some people talking about billions of cubic meters are available in the desert, and it's also shared by different countries.
We need to cooperate better and to turn water from being, God forbid, an instrument for war, to turn it to a tool, an instrument for peace, for cooperation, for development, for better neighborly relations between us. And I hope that to see the common committees are built and common agreement and naming of dams together as they do it in Africa, for example, and that every 3 months people gets together and discuss climatic issues, water issues, the quantity, the quality.
Promoting greater awareness of water scarcity, of the threat of water scarcity, the threat of climate change, which is already having an impact across the region. And I think this needs to be also taught really in schools. It needs to be brought to a broad public so that the public can also feel involved in the future of its water policy making. Because right now people in the Middle East don't feel engaged in the water resources in their country. They feel like the government takes charge and they have nothing to say. So I think there needs to be a much broader engagement of the peoples across the region.
The longer we wait, the harder it's going to be to solve the problem.